Sarah Himade is my next guest. She's a Lebanese-Canadian actress. She survived Tuesday's explosion in Beirut. However, her brother was seriously injured. She joins me from the Truth Mountains in Lebanon. Sarah, appreciate you giving us your time today on CTV News Channel.
Thank you for hosting me, Angie.
Many people describing this as an earthquake-like feeling, not knowing what was going on. Yeah. Now, the recovery is happening, but a lot of questions. You said, of course, devastated, but infuriated. Talk to me more about that feeling.
Well, let me just paint a picture of what's going on and what has been going on for the past 2 days. Yesterday, the government refused foreign aid and rescue teams from various countries, including France, which has stated that this is the first time a country has refused foreign aid at this stage. Today, the head of the Arab League offered foreign aid to our president, and our president's response was, he'll think about it. So it begs the question of what kind of government refuses foreign aid when their people are still under the rubble and missing, and their people are still injured and in dire need of help? And what kind of government leaves and stores 2,750 tons of ammonium nitrate at its port, surrounded by a densely populated city? And what kind of government plummets its own economy into the worst financial crisis we have ever seen? And what kind of government leaves its citizens swimming in their own garbage? And what kind of government leaves its country blacked out with no electricity?
Mm-hmm. And now, of course, you're in the middle of a pandemic. That in itself has caused a great deal of concern among the people. Your country has been through, and I'm going to say it, hell and back, and we can consider this now back into hell.
Yeah.
But you are resilient people. I have heard some say this is the breaking point.
Angie, this year we've gone through rampant fires that weren't able to be contained because the government didn't maintain helicopters to put it out. We went through brutal opposition throughout our revolution. We went through a devaluation of our currency of 80%. We are going through the worst economic crisis that Lebanon has ever seen. We are going through a pandemic, as you very well know, and we just lived through the third largest explosion the world has ever seen. Mm-hmm. Yet the morning after the explosion, the Lebanese picked up their brooms, picked up their shovels, and cleaned their city. They came up with rescue plans. Meanwhile, the government officials and the government employees didn't even raise their fingers to help. And that is what the Lebanese are. We are strong and we are resilient and we are hopeful, but we shouldn't need to be this strong, and we shouldn't need to be this hopeful, and we shouldn't need to be this resilient, just in spite of a corrupt government.
Sarah Himade, Canadian actress, currently living in Lebanon right now. We appreciate your time. We are sending our well wishes. Our hearts go out to all of you, to all the people there. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you.